What's going on, Defenders? Back here with another Facebook Live. First and foremost, I want to thank you guys again for being part of the group, for being part of the Alliance. Again, my goal here is to be the #1 resource for all active duty and veterans in the health and fitness business. All right. My mission is to provide you guys with all the resources and support that you guys need to help you guys accomplish your goals. All right. Whether that be in fitness in general or in your fitness business. All right. So if you guys know of anybody, veterans, active duty that are in the community that can benefit from this page or this group, please reach out to them and have them join the Alliance. All right. So with that being said, I got two very special guests with me here that are part of the group. I got U.S. Army Reserve Jesse Calvert and also U.S. Air Force veteran Charles Wilson.
What's up,
guys? Welcome to the Facebook Live. Tell us a little bit about your service and what you guys are up to now.
Well, I was active duty for 12 years. Started out airborne infantry at Fort Bragg. Enjoyed every minute of it. Ended up getting stationed my last few years in England, and realized it was time for me to get out. Doors were opening up. Me and my wife kind of started our own supplement line, and we decided that the door was time for us to move on to bigger, better things. So in a nutshell, my Army career was 12 years active duty. Got out. I did reserve, or I'm still doing reserve, and I'm enjoying that as well. So everything's going good.
Awesome.
For myself, prior Air Force, of course, I did about 9 years. Finished my undergraduate degree, so it was either go to OTS or get out, because I didn't want to stay in as enlisted because I was just ready to do something else. So I decided to get out. I worked for the DOD for about 2 years, and then I got a job for NATO as a contractor in Kabul, Afghanistan for 3 years. So that brings me here.
So where are you guys at right now? Where are you guys located?
We're located in North Alabama.
North Alabama. All right, so you guys have had a lot of experience, whether that be in the reserve and also active duty. From your guys' perspective, what was your guys' biggest takeaway with your time in your service?
I should go ahead first.
Yeah, definitely. Being on time, that's one of the biggest things that I took away. I know I read the other day, I think Misty may have said it, but if you're on time, you're late.
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes earlier, then you're on time. That's one of my biggest pet peeves of people, just mainly the discipline factor of the military. I see that in a lot of civilian businesses and companies, going around and dealing with them. It's hard to transition the mentality from the military when you have to deal with civilian companies because they don't have that training that you went through. So it's mainly about the discipline that I took away. Air Force had a core values: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. So I definitely still maintain those core values with my business and my personal life. Yes.
My biggest takeaway is, I guess the biggest thing is just leadership. I said, being an NCO, I'm used to somebody give me a task and doing it, and and that is the biggest takeaway I have for me that I got from the military is being able to take in tasks that are applied to me and using it and run with it and push it out.
Okay, so being on time and task organization, correct? Those are some of the biggest things that you guys have learned from the military. So what is your guys' message to those maybe who are contemplating or thinking about joining the military, or to those that are still serving right now, like you, Jesse?
Well, I mean, I say do it. I enjoy it. You got to make sure it's for you. Like I said, once you serve, you always serve. The rest of your life you'll be serving one way or another, and you really don't know what that means till you've done it. And the best thing I tell people is who do want to join or who've already joined or still in is take that dream you have, that goal you have with your that you see your career in the end in the service, and write it down and make it a reality. A lot of people are like, oh, one day I'm going to be an NCO, one day I'm going to be a first sergeant. It doesn't work that way. You got to study, you got to write down, you got to have goals to hit those tasks. If you don't hit them, you're just going to be stagnant, you're going to fall behind. So that's what I would say. So
to answer the first part of your question, my answer is do it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, just do it. For the people that are in, what I've seen happen the most out of people thinking about getting out, especially myself, you got the old timers in there that think if you decide to get out early, the world's going to end. I can assure you it's not going to end. But with that said, you got to treat getting out of the military, whether it's at 10 years or at 20 years, like a 1-year deployment. All right, before you get out of the military, a year out, you got to start, actually 20 years out if you can, you got to start planning for your retirement or getting out, getting your degree, getting your certifications, getting prepared, paying bills off as much as possible, getting prepared for that transition out to the civilian sector. Because if you don't do that, then you'll fail yourself, your family, and your friends. So it's all about preparation when you think about getting out of the military.
Great points there, Charles. So since we're talking about transition, I guess this is more for you, Charles. How was your transition out of the Air Force, and what led you guys to what you guys are doing right now?
Well, the Air Force has a program called, I believe it's called TAP, Transition Assistance Program.
Yeah.
I believe it was about a week, I believe. And it was beneficial to me. You get as much as you receive, but it was a slow transition, the bottom line. It was difficult because, when you're in the military 19 years, it just becomes difficult to transition to the civilian sector. You're always trying to use acronyms, military acronyms on your resume. You're trying to use military acronyms around people, and they're like looking at you like, I don't know what's going on. Thankfully, my job after that was a DOD job, so I was around a lot of veterans. But slowly but surely I transitioned. But there's not a day that goes by I don't still think about the military, think about deploying. I love that lifestyle. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I will say just transitioning out of the military, that was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I feel like a redheaded stepchild. I was an Army guy from Air Force Base in Europe, trying to figure out what to do. And I went through the Air Force TAPS program, which was, like you said, you're going to get out. What you're going to get out is how much you put into it. And I've seen a disconnect between the services. It kind of led to where we're at now. We see a disconnect in the fitness world, and that's what we're trying to bring in to get on the fitness side of things. We notice that the businesses in the fitness right now, no matter if you're two gyms or CrossFit or bodybuilding or a nutrition store or supplement store, nobody's talking. I feel like everybody's competing against each other versus helping each other get over that hump. So that's kind of where we're at now with Alabama Fit Trial. We kind of, me and Charles saw a gap. We saw a disconnect, and we wanted to try to better that and fix that.
All right. Awesome. Let's talk more about the tribe that you guys are building up, right? How did you guys come about with creating this this business or this company, and how long has it been running for?
Actually, it came about. We're actually at a gym, and we were talking about the vet tribe and all the benefits that Andrew has provided everybody in the vet tribe. So I definitely want to thank Andrew for everything he's done, and a lot of the members in the vet tribe, and the primary guys, girls that are just been nothing but helpful to everyone else. So we kind of put two and two together, and we sat down and we talked to some industry leaders, some gym owners, some promoters, and we said, where do you think the disconnect is with regards to fitness in Alabama? And we kind of put all of that together and said, how can we make it better and put everybody together in one platform? So that's how it's established. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Hey, I got a comment here from Jax Young. Love that y'all are starting the conversation. We appreciate all y'all at Save the Home Front. So, hey, Jax Young, appreciate the comment. Thanks for viewing.
Heck yeah.
All right, guys. Let's talk more about your business ventures. So let's talk about some of the bad moments, right? Some of the worst moments. What's been the worst moment so far that you guys have had? I mean, especially with being a brand new idea, brand new company that you guys are trying to build up. What's been the most difficult part so far?
I guess getting people involved. It's kind of difficult to really say anything, as we've been doing this about a week, I guess, actively. But before that, it's been a few months preparing and planning for the implementation of this. Getting logos ready, getting Facebook groups ready, getting websites ready, all that, printing apparel, printing caps, coffee cups, you name it. The preparation up to that was probably definitely challenging part of it, you know. But we've been active for about a week. We got about 160 members so far. Of course, my goal was like 10,000 in a week. You know, then you look at it, you're like, oh, let me lower that down a little bit. But you know, it's all about active participation, providing evaluation. You know, that's another challenging part, to make sure that we provide stuff and good, clear information that is legit to the people out there that need it and want it, and that can share it to other people as well and network.
Well, and I can also hit a little bit on this right here as well. You know, suppose I do the fitness world. We're hard-headed. We think we know everything when it comes down to lifting or what we do in the fitness world. So getting people to, and we also have the people in gym who are not so in gym in the fitness world who not hoard information, but they've tried when they were younger to put information out in the fitness world, and people kind of blow them off. So that's why we're a lot disconnected. We're trying to get, when people talking, they don't know when it's the right time to talk, but it's getting better and better every day. We noticed that in the group already. So.
Hey, well, just want to say I commend you guys for, you know, starting your own tribe, your own group, community. Like myself, I'm trying to do some big things here, and you know, the hardest part is actually just starting, right? Just starting and getting the ball rolling. So commend you guys. Kudos to you guys for, you know, doing your thing out there. And you know,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So you know, it's starting out is hard, but once you guys get the ball rolling, once you guys get the community involved, I'm sure it'll take off from there. So go ahead, Charles.
I will say this is one thing Charles kept harping on. We kept waiting for the right time to get it going. Yeah. We kept waiting till we got every idea. Nothing was perfect. We just had to find it. You know what? We got to drop it right now. Let's go. That's what we had to do. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, there's no right time, right? You just got to do it.
No perfect time.
No perfect time, man.
That perfect time. I'm like, hold off, man. Let's wait one more day because I'm working on this. I'm working on that. And then it got to the point where I'm like, you know, me and Jesse sat down. We're like, we got to release this and move forward. You know, so.
Awesome, guys. So,
the people out there, let them know, you know, there is no right time. Get it prepared as best you can and drop it. Let's roll with it, you know.
Excellent point, Charles. So let's talk more about the what you guys are building up. Tell us a little bit more. Where can we find you guys online, social media, anything like that?
Well, we do have our website still don't work. We're adding to it every day. It's www.alfittribe.com. We got our Facebook group, which is Alabama Fit Tribe. What else you want to hit on that? So we do got, of course, our Instagram, and we just started Twitter as well. We haven't really pushed those too hard yet until we get the following behind the group. So,
but you know, to add on to that, for scalability purposes, this is not just going to be in Alabama. We also have groups that are already created in every state, and we also have a national Fit Tribe created that's going to be the umbrella, if you will, for all the other states. So, I mean, we're not, you know, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, so to say. But we still want to make sure we create a great foundation for this tribe so it can be expanded to other states.
One step forward at a time, right? You guys start small and go big. Awesome, guys. So we have maybe some listeners or viewers out there who are maybe looking to, you know, creating some sort of group or fitness community. What is your guys' biggest advice for them?
I would start with one of my favorite motivational speakers. I say motivational speaker, but is Gary Vaynerchuk, and he always harps on provide as much information as possible and don't expect anything in return, because most people aren't going to do anything with it anyway. But like Jesse was talking about earlier, a lot of people want to just hold that information, share it. I mean, it's not, if you help people out, the money will follow. The problem with a lot of people in the fitness industry is they try to make money first and help people second. But if you do the right thing first, the money will follow if you're in the business to make money. That's just my opinion. But I mean, I think in my experience, you know, it's all about helping people first. Like, you know, I just finished a book called Total Focus by Brandon Well. And one of their core values, their number one core values is people first. And it should always be that. Helping people first. Everything else will follow. You got something?
Jesse. I can say you said it right there. That was good.
I didn't mean to, so.
Well, I mean, especially in our field, right? In our community, like if you're a personal trainer, you're a gym owner, you're your whole business is dealing with people, making sure you're bettering their lives, not just fitness wise, but everything else, right? So that's an awesome point, man. People first. You got to make sure you put people first, and all that other stuff will follow, man. The followers, the members, or whatever you're chasing, all that stuff will follow if you do good with other people.
We just want to see people succeed, whether it's fitness or in business. I mean, this, to me, the best feeling in the world is I contributed to this person's success, or their program that they completed after 90 days. Excuse me. I just want to know that I would contribute and help somebody out. That's the best feeling in the world to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, like, what else can you do but provide a better future or better outcome for a client, right? Like that. Absolutely. That is the best feeling in the world. So awesome. Absolutely. Point, Charles. All right, guys. Next question here is, what's one internet resource that our listeners or viewers can use to assist them in their business that you guys are trying to create right now?
Are you referring to like a software program to help them out grow their business, or?
Yeah, just like apps, software, maybe a resource.
Yeah, absolutely. For my other business, I use Insightly, which is a CRM program, customer relationship management program. It's free up to 2 users. It'll connect to QuickBooks. It'll connect to your Outlook. It's pretty intuitive. I also use, what else do I use? Wave apps and QuickBooks. I don't like QuickBooks as much as I do Wave apps. It's actually free.
Yeah, I use Wave apps.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
You can use it on multiple businesses. So if you got a couple different ideas in the works, you can actually separate your businesses on Wave apps for free. So that's a great accounting program that you can use. I use so many programs I can't even think of right now.
I won't say more on the marketing side. I'm still hands down. I might be wrong, but I'm in the fitness world with clients that personal train, bodybuilders. Instagram. You don't understand how much a picture says 1,000 words. It's not always just posting selfies, but posting about what you do. You will get the followers behind that as well. You'll get the community talking about what's going on.
Progress.
Progress. Absolutely. Exactly. Because Instagram, they're going to see where you started to where you finished at. If you're going the right way or the wrong way, they're going to see it on Instagram. Plain and simple. So I'm a big believer in social media like Instagram. That is probably one of the best tools in the fitness industry out there, I think, for me, that I've seen.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, Jesse. And some of the biggest things that I've seen, I don't know if you guys have seen it too, is like personal trainers or fitness influencers. A lot of the photos they're taking is just selfies of them. Like, like how's that? you know what I mean? Like selfie of me shirtless, selfie of me lifting this or that. If you guys show more, if you guys are listening out there, if you guys show more the results of your clients and how they're progressing, I guarantee that you guys will get more customers and clients coming in.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. And go ahead.
No, because I use it for my online personal training, and just seeing the clientele's transformations, right there has been the biggest. That's been the biggest seller for me. Is yes, word of mouth, but also people seeing the results. I mean, I got people all over the world for personal training. They want personal training, and I've used Instagram for that.
And there's a difference between people that can, do stuff to help their body and their progress, and someone that can teach someone. Some people have a hard time teaching what the knowledge they have. So you make a great point. Show the pictures of your clients, the progress pictures of your clients. Let me know that you can pass that information along to your clients, and you can hold them accountable for making sure that information that you provided them that has been implemented. Show that, and then you'll get more followers, in my opinion.
It's all about giving back, and that'll be like your testimonial right there. Your clients.
That's a portfolio for you. Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. All right, guys, we've come near the end of our interview. So this is our portion where we ask you 5 questions in regards to your fitness. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
All right. So whoever wants to start, first question is favorite workout.
Biceps.
Shoulders. I love shoulders. I love shoulders. I love drop sets, supersets. So shoulders is I get the best burn out of. So I love shoulders.
Awesome. What's your least favorite?
Hamstrings. Forearms.
All right. So if you guys had to choose one person, who would you want to train with and why?
Do they have to be in the fitness industry?
Anybody.
Probably Eric Thomas or Les Brown or Gary Vee. Somebody that's going to be motivational. I don't know. That way when I'm working out, they can sit there and tell me how awesome everything is around me. Not me necessarily, but, you know, how awesome the world is, you know. Because that's why, you know, I listen to music so much because I work out almost every day. It's gotten to the point where I've kind of transitioned over to YouTube videos, so YouTube motivational videos. And I get made fun of all the time, but I mean, I love listening to the motivational videos because it brings a positive environment around you. But
I'm probably gonna take
no,
I'm gonna take a heat round for this one. Chris Gethin, he did a lot of articles on bodybuilding.com.
Yeah.
I don't like that website, but I like him. He's really big into the mind and muscle connection, and he likes to explain why you're doing what. He's one of the main guys who actually got me into fitness today. So Chris Gethin. So that'll be fun.
All right. And then Charles with like 3 people over there.
I got 5. I got a whole team behind me.
Oh. All right, guys. Next question. Recommend a book for our viewers or listeners to read.
Yeah, it's easy. Like I just said, Total Focus by Brendan Webb, former Navy SEAL sniper, and Jocko Willink, Extreme Ownership.
Jocko,
It doesn't get much better than that.
Awesome podcast.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started on the podcast. But yeah, you know, and I've made that mistake before as well. Is blaming on something else. And every time I go to make that mistake, well, I couldn't do this because of that. You know, I think about that book, you know, take ownership. You know, now I'm to the point right now, if it was a major issue, I'll say, I'm not giving you, you know, an excuse. I'm giving you an explanation. This is what happened. Not an excuse, explanation. And this is what I'm going to do to fix it. So definitely extreme ownership and total focus.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, mine would be H3 leadership is be humble, stay hungry, and always hustle. That was probably one of the ones I would read or will read again. I read more science stuff when it comes down to how the body works. So for business wise, probably the only read business book I've read in the past couple of years that I really enjoyed.
Okay. And then last one, tell us your favorite quote and why.
You can easily judge the character of a man by what he does for someone who can do nothing for him. That's not the exact words, but I forgot who quoted that. But essentially, you know, helping people out, no matter what their job title is, no matter what their situation is in life, and not expecting anything in return. So if I see somebody who's very wealthy, very popular, they should treat the janitor the same way they treat me, or one of their fellow, you know, business coworkers, or et cetera. So the bottom line is be nice to everybody, help everybody, regardless of position.
Excellent point, man.
And I think mine would be the worst thing could be is the same as everybody else, by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, I know he's finished, but like the biggest thing is like, and that's the reason we joined the military. We don't want to be like everybody else. We want to be the elite, you know. Always, and that's one thing I can look back to everything I've done in my life. I've never wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be me, and I want to be that, and I wanted to be known for that. So I want to be known for being me, not being Joe Blow next door. So
good point.
Yep. Good points. Good points. Treat everybody equal or is the same, Charles, right? And then with Jesse, don't be like anybody else. Be yourself.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, guys. And finally, where can our members, our viewers, where can they be able to reach you guys at? Social media, email, what?
Yeah, I'm absolutely, you know, we got the website, as Jesse noted earlier, www.alfittribe.com. Facebook group, Alabama Fit Tribe, or just hit both of us up.
Yeah.
Jesse Calvert and Charles Wilson. I mean, you know, I'm here to help everybody out. You don't have to be veteran or military. No matter who it is, we're here to help people out. The bottom line, network and help people. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you guys for coming on and being my guests here. For being part of the Defenders Fitness Alliance. You guys have been great. Lastly, my last question is, what can I do for you guys to help you guys out?
Well, honestly, like I said, you keep doing what you're doing. The platform, the same thing you're doing, and we're just hitting it from a different element or a different side. Like I said, you're
same concept, different industry, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. So you're focused on the veterans, bringing the business and fitness together. We're focused on right now. We're focused on Alabama, our hometown, our home city, our home state. We're trying to make it the best it can be. And so,
and the same here. You know, like Jesse said, we're about on the same platform together, just different industry, different niche. So you know, we just bounce ideas back and forth. That's about it.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Hey, Charles, Jesse, thank you guys again for coming on. And anything you guys need, man, just hit me up, and I'm more than gladly to help you guys out.
Same here, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Hey, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, you guys can check out Charles or Jesse. Just hit them up on Facebook, or hit up their group, Facebook group, Al Fit Tribe. Is that correct?
Yeah, AL Fit Tribe, Alabama Fit Tribe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alabama Fit Tribe. So look that up on Facebook, and we'll see you guys soon. All right,
See you
guys.
later.
Take
Thanks.
care.